Hey, friends. So I just was kind of ruminating on a couple episodes that are coming out within the next month or so. And I know previously I said that I'm really trying not to listen back on them, but I'm finding it really difficult because the more comfortable I get with doing this, the more open I am to sharing my opinions on things. And we live in a world where it's not always safe to do that. And I've come to realize that I do have some pretty bold opinions on certain topics. So I just kind of wanted to make a disclaimer, if you will, and say that a lot of this podcast is me just rambling and kind of saying what's in my head, and it doesn't always come out right or how I intend it. Not necessarily not how I intend it. I intend what I say. I don't fall back on the things that I say because I know that my heart is in it and I come from a place of love and compassion and understanding, and I hold space for both sides. I can see both sides of things. I can see when people are struggling. I can see how it affects the people in their life. And I am not afraid to call that out. And I'm not afraid to hold people accountable for their healing and for taking control of their lives and accountability for how they are treating themselves and the people around them. But I really don't want to sound like I am diminishing people's experiences. And I don't want to sound like I'm an ableist or that I expect too much or something like that. That's never my intention. My intention is to help people through their grief and to help people understand that you don't have to sit in it, and to help people understand that they are accountable for their actions, even if they're in the worst place of their lives. You are still accountable for changing that. And it's kind of the same as like how I like to say to people that you are responsible for becoming more ethically human, right? We all have the capacity to grow and we all have the capacity to change, whether that's ethically or personally, whether it's healing, whether it's depression or chronic illness or whatever the obstacle is that's in your way. There is no magic cure. There's no magic fix. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of dedication. And it is a lot of having compassion for yourself, but also holding yourself accountable. And that's all I ever want to say. I'm not expecting everyone to fix themselves. That's obviously that's not going to fucking happen, right? Like, this is literally just my brain and my heart working together to put something out there and to get whatever is in me out. And I've said before, this is part of my healing journey, and I'm healing out loud and I'm healing for the world to see. And if I do ever say something that comes off wrong, like, by all means, hold me accountable for that and I will address it. And I will hold space for that because I do believe in doing things to the best of my ability and to make this a safe space. There are some hot takes on the way, and I'm not going to get like super into it, but I just want you to understand that I'm not here to try to fix anyone. I'm just here to say, hey, you're holding a lot of shit. And I know that's hard. I've been holding so much shit my entire life, right? But it's possible to try, and it's possible to do that with love for yourself. It's possible to do that with the love of the people in your life. It's possible for the people in your life to hold space from a distance. It's possible for the people in your life to want to love you through it. There are so many different roads we can walk down. And that's what grief is. I say it constantly. Grief is not linear. This podcast isn't linear. My healing isn't linear. Your healing isn't linear. we're going to go back and forth sometimes. We're going to fuck up. We're going to make mistakes. But the important thing is to learn from those mistakes and grow from them, right? So I just kind of wanted to get that out in the open because I don't want to offend anybody. I mean, a part of me is like, I don't fucking care if I offend anybody, but this is a safe space, right? So I'm doing my best, but I'm also being real and authentic to who I am. So I just wanted to get that out there and let you know that if something I say comes off the wrong way, I am more than happy to address it publicly, if you will. And yeah, we can talk about it. So, you can hold me accountable too. I'm okay with that. Thank you, friends, for listening to another rant of mine. I appreciate it. Toodles. Hey, friends. So, welcome to Mourning, people, the podcast for those of us who are stuck in it, stuck in the darkness, stuck. Just fucking stuck. This one's for those of us who are fucking stuck. Okay? For the days when it all feels impossible, when your grief is too big, the pain is too sharp, the world is too loud. For the ones who feel like the rot is creeping in again, slow, quiet, and suffocating, and you're still here, still breathing, still listening, still holding on. So, this thing I call the rot, it's what happens when grief kind of just festers in you, when depression settles in like a fog, when your body aches, not from illness, but from carrying too much. The rot makes it hard to get out of bed. It tells you that nothing matters, that you're too broken to be fixed. It feeds off silence and isolation and shame. And I know it because I've been there, laying in the dark, letting dishes pile up, letting messes go unanswered, letting myself disappear. But what I want you to know is that there are glimmers, tiny moments of light that crack through the dark. And sometimes those glimmers are stupidly small. A warm shower, single fork being washed, petting your dog, hearing a song and letting it move you just a little bit. Maybe you just sing the chorus, you know? I'm not talking about gratitude like a cure. We're talking about practice. I talk about practice quite a bit. Naming one thing that didn't suck today. Drinking water even though you wanted to stay in bed. I personally have a bottle of water beside my bed. That way you can do both. Looking out the window and noticing how the light hits the wall. Gratitude and grief can live in the same room. One doesn't cancel the other. They coexist. They have to coexist. I don't want to come off as sounding like I'm diminishing your experience or invalidating your pain. This isn't about pretending everything's okay. This is about fighting through it. It could be depression. It could be chronic pain, the flare days, the migraines, the days your body feels like it's grieving too. This is about people who show up for themselves anyway, who walk from the bed to the couch and call it a win, who stretch even though it hurts, who tell themselves, I'm trying, even when no one sees them. That is powerful. Grief doesn't get to take everything from you. Not today. Not if you keep showing up in small ways. You don't need to rise like a phoenix. You just need to not give in. Don't give up. Just pick one thing. Today, maybe that thing is brushing your teeth or cutting your nails or sitting in the sun for 5 minutes, letting yourself cry. You don't have to be okay. You just have to be here. Because the thing is, you're not a failure for feeling like this. You're not weak for having bad days. You are grieving, you're healing, you're trying, and that is sacred work. If no one told you today, I'm proud of you. I see how hard it is, and I see that you're still here. Grief will come in waves, but so will peace. So will breath. So will ease. There are glimmers beyond grief, and it's okay to find them. It's okay to reach for them. It's okay to build a life that lets both exist. You don't have to give in to the rot. Even the smallest spark keeps it from winning. Thank you for being here today, my friends. If you're struggling in the darkness, if you feel like you're alone and that nobody understands, I just want to let you know that I do see you. It's so easy to get lost in the rot, to lose yourself. And what I've noticed is when you lose yourself, it makes it really easy to lose the people around you too. It's really hard to watch the people you love lose themselves. It's really hard to witness that pain. And I know we all have bad days. Everyone has a bad day. I have so many bad days. I actually today, me and my son got bikes and I rode his bike. Mine is in a box, but I rode his bike for like 5 minutes and I fucking died. Like my Potts have an ass body is not okay with bike rides, but I tried, you know? And I'm not giving myself a medal for that. I'm just saying that it's possible to have good days and it might hurt and it might make you tired, but I still had a really good time. We can have a good time and be in pain, physically or emotionally. I've said it before that having a good day doesn't negate all the bad shit, but it gives you something to hold other than pain. And it's okay to hold space for a little bit of happiness in your pain. I've watched people lose themselves in grief, and I've tried to be the person that inspires them out of it, which is foolish. And I know better. I know that that doesn't work. But when you care so deeply about somebody and they just slowly become consumed by the darkness, you will try anything to help pull them out. But it's not your responsibility to pull them out. It's not your job to fix people. People want to have to fix themselves and they want to have to do the work. And I know it's hard work, but it's worth it. So if you're somebody who's witnessing a loved one losing themselves and you're putting everything that you have into saving them, know that it's okay to take a step back and to focus on yourself and to take the time you need to heal that part of you because you will need to heal yourself through that. It's a very difficult thing to see happen and understand that they need to want to do the work to change it. Talking about it isn't enough. Therapy isn't enough. Meds aren't enough. They are all tools to use to help yourself. But none of it is going to work unless you put the work into it. And that's their job. Okay. I've had enough. Had enough of this shit. Anyways, friends, thank you for being here. Don't forget to look for me on the old Instagram at Mourning People Podcast. Maybe I'll post some pictures of our bikes. Oh, that's like What the fuck is that noise? I don't think you'll be able to hear it, but I'm sitting here like, holy shit, what is happening outside? It's Canada Day when I'm recording this, so it's fireworks. It's scared the shit out of me. I need to take a break from the news, I think. Fuck. The end of the world, my friends, and I'm sitting here shitting myself over fireworks. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, thank you for being here. I don't celebrate Canada Day because it's bullshit, but I guess some people still want to do fireworks about it. So, whatever. Eat an ice cream sandwich and relax on a lounge chair with some music on. And remember that it's not your job to fix people. And if you're stuck in the rut, just know that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to look for those little glimmers of hope. It's okay to honor your pain and look for a way out at the same time. Before I go, I wanted to say a quick thank you to whomever you are that sent me a cane in the mail. It is fucking gold and sparkly, but I still am going to bedazzle it. So thank you. I'm assuming you're a friend and you listened to the episode where I was talking about being scared to use a cane, but now I guess I have to. So I appreciate it and I love you. So, okay, friends, you're not alone. You're a morning person. Bye.